To my horror, I was foaming from the groin. Hey folks, this is my first run since injury. So I'm going to take it nice and slow. Plenty of walking breaks. I'm going to answer some questions about my running journey on the way. So stick around.
When did you start running?
I started running again in my late 30s. Very overweight. I hadn't done any exercise for years. One day, my bike to get repaired at the bike shop. I thought I'd just run home. So I did. It wasn't easy. I had to run past my local pub. Standing outside was one of the regulars, and he looked at me. He couldn't believe it. Normally I'm in there sitting next to him, or running down the street. But I had to run past them, even though I didn't want to. Got calls of "Run, Forrest, run."
I just felt like running.
And as soon as I got round the corner, I had to walk probably about a mile and a half. It took me forever, and I ached afterwards as well. But as soon as those aches and pains went, I was out again, and I ran a bit further. The pain got a bit less. I invested in proper running shoes. That made the world a difference. And I was hooked. I was a runner.
What was your first race?
First run I entered was Nike Run to the Beat. It's a half marathon based in London, in around Woolwich and Greenwich. Did a bit of training for it, nothing specific. Just went out for a run, mainly 5Ks. The odd 10K at the weekend, nothing amazing. I didn't have a goal time, I just wanted to finish and run the whole thing. Remember, it was in November and it was freezing on the day. Buzzing the pre-race village was fantastic. That's when I fell in love with running events. I got around the course quite well, and I got to mile 10, and for some reason, I don't know why, I had it in my head that half marathon was 11 miles. So when I got to mile 10, looked at my time and thought, I'm on for a great time now. So I picked up the pace, started running really fast, give this last mile all I've got. Got to mile 11, still no finish line. Mile 12, that's when I realised the mistake I'd made. Everyone that I'd just overtaken were now running past me. But I kept going. Finally, I did see that finish line, and I ran all the way, so I was proud of that.
What was your longest race?
I thought after the half marathon, there's no way I could do double that. But the running bug had got me by then, and I found myself entering the London Marathon ballot. Surprise, surprise, I didn't get into the ballot that year. So I got myself a charity place, a wonderful charity called Chicken Shed. Check them out. They do great stuff for kids. Marathon day was amazing. The London Marathon is the best race I've ever ran. Managed to run the first half, and that was fantastic. Going over Tower Bridge is something I'll never forget. When you get over Tower Bridge, you turn right to run down towards Docklands, and you see all the faster runners on the other side coming back, having already done 20 odd miles. And you realise you're just coming up to halfway. That broke me mentally, and that's when I started to walk. But with a mixture of walking and running, I got round the course, and that was my proudest achievement, finishing the London Marathon. I've since done it 3 more times, all for charity. I recommend everyone give it a go at least once.
What was your most embarrassing run?
By far my most embarrassing running moment came in the Dublin half marathon. Got to about mile 7 and I noticed a load of people pointing and laughing at me, pointing at my groin. I had a look down. To my horror, I was foaming from the groin. Turns out that the detergent hadn't completely rinsed out of my shorts when I'd washed them, and the mixture of my running and sweat started to foam, and it continued until the finish line. So I recommend make sure you wash and rinse your running gear properly, folks.
What are your goals for the future?
My plans now are to rehabilitate my injuries, get back running consistently, start up in my 5k, 10k, and eventually half marathon PBs, with the ultimate goal of a sub 4-hour marathon. If you're interested in my journey, please like, subscribe, do whatever makes you happy.